Hey, what's up? This is Matty Mullins from Memphis May Fire, and you're watching Turn It Up Louder.
So obviously you guys only landed in the UK yesterday, but how's it been so far?
Yeah, everything's been great. We love this festival. We love coming back to England, and we feel like it's kind of like a second home for us at this point. So, yeah, we're excited to be here, and it's an honor to headline the Empiric on stage.
So what was the first date of Slam Dunk for you guys like yesterday?
It was great. Usually it doesn't start in Birmingham, right? So, I mean, that was a little different. It was cool, though. It was just great weather. It was supposed to rain, but it didn't, which was great, or at least didn't rain during our set. Food was great. Getting to meet people was awesome, so it was great.
Awesome. So this Light I Hold came out in October, and then you guys were back here in December. What were those run of shows like for you guys with the new material?
It was cool, yeah. We were out with our friends in Devil Wears Prada and Like Moss to Flames and stuff. It was cool. We got to do a good bit of the UK. We brought Silverstein as well, and we went to Germany with them, and it was great. Yeah, it was another support tour over here, and just memories that we'll never forget.
So how have the fans reacted to the new material?
It's surprisingly great. I know it takes a long time for people to catch on to new stuff usually, but it seems like anytime we've put out something regarding this new record, like with music videos or stuff like that, it's just been the response has been awesome.
So what does this album mean to you?
For us, it's a big step forward. We've been doing records with the same guy for a long time, and with this one, we stepped out, and the guys recorded instrumentals with someone else, which I think brought them out of their comfort zone, which was good for them. And it was healthy and definitely more rock-driven than our previous records, and I think that's the direction that we're going to continue to go. And we might have even recorded another new song recently, so
that's great to hear.
Stay tuned, yeah.
So was there anything different with the songwriting process on this album?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, we've never taken like a big chunk of time off to write before. We've always just kind of written on the road, or like come off the road and then wrote in the studio or whatever. And with this one, we knew that we had to dedicate time to it to really give the record what it deserved, and so we took like 2 months at home just to write, and it was awesome. And hopefully we'll have time to do that again in the future with future records.
So obviously you guys worked with Jacoby.
Yeah.
How was that?
Cool, yeah, he's great. I didn't grow up listening to Papa Roach or anything, so like first time meeting him, it was like we became friends, and it was like for a lot of other people, I think it would be like a fanboy moment or whatever, but I'm a bigger fan of Papa Roach now than I ever was when I was younger. And they've got a new record called Crooked Teeth. If you haven't heard it yet, check it out. It's awesome.
How have you guys, would you say, evolved as a band since Unconditional?
We're always evolving as people and as artists, you know what I mean? And I think that just leads to a natural progression of the band. And I think that this newest record is definitely a representation of where we are at this point in our lives versus where we were at with Unconditional. And I think it's a little more raw, which I think is the direction that we're headed. Just a vibe that, like, I guess really portrays the band well and the songs well, and we're really excited about how the record turned out, and I think it speaks volumes about where we're at in this season.
Awesome. So obviously you and Brittany started Beneath the Skin. Could you talk us through what Beneath the Skin is as a project?
Yeah, actually Brittany started Beneath the Skin on her own. She's got to take all the credit for that. I'm a big supporter of it, which is obviously, like, I'm happy to do that, but it's her thing, and it's a non-profit for teens and young adults that are struggling with anxiety or depression or self-harm, lack of self-worthiness, and it's a mentoring program where they pair up someone who's struggling with someone who's been through similar things and kind of come out of that and has learned about it, and someone that can just kind of get them away from their phone, maybe away from a poisonous family situation or out of a poisonous situation at school, and just get one-on-one, face-to-face human time. I think people need people, and getting away from electronics and into one-on-one human interaction, I think, is so valuable and so healthy, and so she's doing amazing things, yeah.
So why is this project for you something you're so passionate about?
Beneath the Skin?
Yeah.
Because I think that people really do need it. I think that instead of just, offering, more internet tutorials or, inspirational Instagram posts or whatever, what people really need is to sit down and know that someone cares about them regardless of the crap that they have going on, and someone to love them through those tough seasons of life. Someone to be like, I've been there and I know how hard that is, and I'm going to do it with you, so that's why it's important.
So do you believe that mental health is something that should be more talked about in the music community?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that mental health is just as important, if not more important, than physical health. And if you're physically unhealthy, then what do? You know, you work on it. Like, you have to work on it to get to a better place. It's the same way with mental health, and being unhealthy mentally is nothing to be ashamed about. People are imperfect. Like, the human body is imperfect. Sometimes we have chemical imbalances, or sometimes we go through really negative things in life that are traumatic and that stick with us. And we need to talk it out, and we need to speak it out, and we need to be honest about it to be able to start the healing process.
And finally, to any fans watching, do you have any positive words to them if they're going through a tough time?
Absolutely. Yeah, life gets better. That's true. You know? Never give up, because the season that you're going through right now is turning you into the person that you're going to become. And that's so valuable. It sucks so bad to go through the tough seasons, but we're forged in the fires, right? I mean, like, we become the people that we are. We become stronger, and we have the ability to help other people because we went through those things. So if you're going through it now, be encouraged. One day you'll be out of that season. You'll be able to help people.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah.
And this has been Ted Elblada. Thank you for watching.